Welcome to a fresh exploration of networking for career growth. Today, we're diving into the 5 common mistakes people make while networking. Networking is a powerful tool for career advancement, but it must be wielded with skill and finesse. It's about more than just exchanging business cards and LinkedIn connections. It's about establishing clear goals, avoiding a generic approach, not prioritizing quantity over quality, following up proactively, and articulating your brand effectively. If you stumble in these areas, your networking efforts could fall flat. Stay tuned as we unveil these pitfalls one by one. The first common mistake in networking is failing to establish clear networking goals. Now, you might be wondering, why are clear goals so important? Well, having a well-defined goal gives your networking endeavors a purpose, a direction to follow. It's like having a compass in the vast wilderness of networking opportunities. Without clear goals, you're essentially wandering aimlessly, shaking hands and exchanging business cards without any real focus. This approach could lead to missed opportunities, wasted time, and ineffective connections. For example, if your goal is to find a mentor in your industry, your networking efforts should be tailored to meet people who can provide guidance and share their experiences with you. On the other hand, if you're networking without a clear goal, you might end up with a stack of business cards and no idea how to leverage these new connections. The result? You're back at square one, with nothing substantial to show for your efforts. So before you start networking, take a moment to identify what you truly want to achieve. Whether it's finding a mentor, seeking new business opportunities, or expanding your knowledge in a particular area, having a clear goal in mind will guide your actions and help you make meaningful connections. Remember, having a clear goal in mind is the first step to successful networking. Moving on, the second common mistake is using a generic approach in networking. This approach can be likened to casting a wide net in the hopes of catching a big fish, but often it leads to a lot of small, unproductive catches instead. Why? Because networking isn't a one-size-fits-all endeavor. It is a strategic process that requires a clear understanding of your individual goals and the specific steps required to achieve them. Think of it this way. Each person you network with is unique, with different interests, goals, and values. Therefore, your approach should be as unique and personalized as they are. This isn't about pulling a fast one or being manipulative. It's about genuinely connecting with people on a level that makes sense for both of you. The benefits of a tailored approach are multiple. It can help you build stronger relationships, increase the likelihood of achieving your networking goals, and even make the process more enjoyable. After all, who doesn't prefer a personalized experience over a generic one? A tailored approach, therefore, is more likely to yield fruitful results. The third pitfall in networking is prioritizing quantity over quality. It's a common misconception that the more connections you have, the better your network. But let's debunk this myth. In reality, a network isn't about having the most connections. It's about having the right connections. It's about building relationships with individuals who can offer unique insights, advice, and opportunities. Imagine this. You're at a networking event and you aim to collect as many business cards as possible. You may leave with a pocket full of cards, but how many of those connections will actually remember you? How many will be relevant to your career growth? Instead, focus on making meaningful connections. Engage in deeper conversations. Show genuine interest in others and offer value in return. This could be your knowledge, your skills, or even your time. Remember, a single high-quality connection can open doors that 100 superficial ones cannot. Fostering a few strong relationships can have a more significant impact on your career than building an extensive yet shallow network. Quality, not quantity, makes a network strong and beneficial. The fourth mistake is failing to follow up proactively. Now you've attended the networking event, exchanged business cards, made a good impression. But oh wait, that's not the end of the road, not even close. It's just the beginning. The real work begins after the event. You see, networking isn't a one-time event. It's a process, a journey, if you will. And this journey requires you to stay connected, to follow up with your contacts. Why is this so important? Well, imagine you've planted a seed. If you leave it alone, it'll wither and die. But if you water it, give it sunlight, it'll grow into a beautiful plant. Your connections are just like that seed. They need nurturing and care, which comes from proactive follow-ups. So, what happens if you don't follow up? Your connections will fade and you'll be forgotten. Remember, people meet a lot of individuals at these events. If you don't stay on their radar, you'll simply be lost in the crowd. Don't let that happen. Follow up, show interest, be proactive, send that email, make that call, arrange for a coffee meetup. Keep the conversation going. In this way, you keep your connection strong and your network expanding. Proactive follow-ups are key to nurturing and maintaining your network. The last common mistake is inadequate brand articulation. Picture this. You're at a networking event and you're asked, "What do you do?" or "What's your brand?" If you fumble for words, it's a clear sign of inadequate brand articulation. It's essential to communicate your brand crisply and confidently. This includes your skills, experiences, and unique value proposition. Remember, people can't appreciate what they don't understand. Articulate your brand clearly to maximize your networking opportunities. That wraps up our exploration of the 5 common mistakes in networking for career growth. We've delved into the pitfalls of not having clear networking goals, the drawbacks of a generic approach, and the misstep of prioritizing quantity over quality. We've also discussed the importance of proactive follow-up and the need for adequate brand articulation. Remember, sidestepping these common errors can significantly enhance the effectiveness of your networking efforts. Avoid these mistakes to make your networking more effective and rewarding. Until next time, keep networking and keep growing.